Just when life seemed to be settling into a familiar rhythm, Al Roker, America's most beloved weatherman, walked through his front door, expecting comfort, but was instead met with heartbreak. News of a dear friend's passing, Malcolm-Jamal Warner, sent shockwaves through his heart and home. What followed was a deeply personal journey of grief, reflection, and unexpected healing. Today, we take you inside the emotional story of Al Roker's homecoming and the tragic news that left him reeling. Stay with us, because this is one chapter of Al's life you've never heard before. After months on the road covering extreme weather events and appearing on Today with his usual bright smile, Al Roker finally returned home, hoping for rest and time with his family. He was greeted not with warmth and laughter, but with somber faces and a silence that spoke volumes. His wife, Deborah Roberts, met him at the door with gentle eyes and a heavy heart. She didn't have to say much. Al could feel it. Something was wrong. The moment was fragile, suspended in that strange space between the ordinary and the life-altering. And in that moment, Al learned the devastating truth. Al was stunned. Malcolm-Jamal Warner, a dear friend and respected actor known for his role on The Cosby Show, had passed away. They had shared more than a friendship. They shared decades of television legacy, the bond of black excellence in the media spotlight, and private conversations about family, faith, and resilience. For Al, Malcolm wasn't just a celebrity. He was a grounding presence, a calm soul in an often chaotic industry. And now he was gone. But what exactly happened to Malcolm? The details were still coming in and would soon lead to more difficult questions than answers. That night, Al sat alone in his study, staring at a photo from years ago, one where he and Malcolm were laughing during a charity event. Grief hit him in waves. But in those quiet moments, Al remembered the lessons Malcolm had taught just by being who he was, strong, gentle, unapologetically himself. The man who played Theo Huxtable had grown into a mentor, musician, and quiet revolutionary, far beyond what Hollywood ever gave him credit for. Now Al had to find a way to honor him, not with headlines, but with purpose. In the days that followed, Al began using his Today segments and social media presence to quietly champion mental health, especially for men of color, something Malcolm had long advocated for. He spoke about grief in a way most public figures don't, raw, tender, unfiltered. Fans reached out in droves. They weren't just mourning Malcolm, they were mourning their own losses. And in that shared sorrow, a new kind of community was born. And then came a letter from someone unexpected that would change everything. A week after the announcement, Al received a handwritten letter from a former Cosby Show crew member. Inside was a story Al had never heard about Malcolm's kindness on set, his mentorship, and the small things he did behind the scenes for people who had no voice. Al sat back, tears welling up again. This wasn't just grief, it was gratitude. He knew he had to speak, not just as a TV host, but as a friend, a witness, a legacy bearer. But what would he say, and how would the world respond? On a quiet Monday morning, Al opened Today with a tribute that left his co-hosts speechless and his viewers in tears. His voice cracked as he spoke. To the man who taught us how to grow, how to feel, and how to stay true, Malcolm, this one's for you. The world may have lost a star, but in Al's eyes, and now in ours, Malcolm-Jamal Warner's light is far from gone. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more real stories from the lives of people you've welcomed into your home for decades. And share this video if Malcolm-Jamal Warner ever touched your life.